So your 20s are a truly amazing time. I certainly remember that feeling of having my whole life ahead of me and my future unwritten. Most people in their 20s don't worry too much about what they're buying, as they're most likely not married yet and just looking to have a good time. But the truth is, if you make smart financial decisions in your 20s, like I managed to do, then you can set yourself up for a whole life of freedom rather than just 10 years of fun. 1. Investing in a side hustle. When you invest your money in a side hustle, it's entirely up to you if you make it work. In my situation, I had little choice. I knew I wasn't going to fail. Car flipping might not be for you, so my advice is that it's always best to play to your strengths. Maybe you like gaming, creating websites, photography, graphic design, tutoring, or maybe even YouTube. If you have the plan to generate extra income and invest your money in something you are passionate about, then you are much more likely to succeed and maybe even 100x that investment. This is because you will know where you are going and not mind putting in the extra hard nights grinding, when you just want to close your heavy eyes and go to sleep. 2. Buy index funds and ETFs in a Roth IRA or ISA. I get it, investing in index funds might not sound like the most exciting thing at first, but wait until you hear these numbers. If you manage to save or make an extra $200 per month and invested it in a simple SAMP 500 index fund, which historically has averaged a 10% return yearly since it was created, then in 45 years you will have over $2 million. Assuming you are investing within a Roth IRA account in the USA or an ISA in the UK, then this money will be completely tax-free. An index fund is great as it's a basket of lots of different companies, so it's a lot less risky than putting your money in just one stock. Imagine an index fund like owning a bunch of chickens. With one chicken, you have to worry about that chicken dying to disease, getting eaten by a fox, or even getting lost. But the likelihood of losing a whole flock is pretty small. To extend the analogy a bit further, imagine you have a problem with thieves coming in the night and stealing your chicken eggs. This is kind of like when the government taxes you on your capital gains. What you really need is a top-of-the-range chicken fortress that's impenetrable. This is what a Roth IRA in the USA and an ISA in the UK does. You invest your money within one of these accounts and all your profits are tax-free. These accounts are so powerful, so they limit the amount you can contribute per year. 3. Buy further education. This is by far one of the most important things, and it's too often overlooked. Purchasing any type of education to better yourself is a no-brainer. At the end of the day, everyone is paid based on their perceived value, so if you are able to increase this by learning a new skill, then you are going to dramatically boost your wealth. I chose to invest in books in my 20s, as unfortunately that was pretty much the only option I had. Nowadays there are so many sources of alternative education, like certain courses and even YouTube. Just don't go spending $997 on a course sold by some kid standing in front of a Lambo saying he is going to change your life. Because the truth is he is. He is going to make you $997 poorer. This isn't just about investing your money, it's also about investing your time to actually learn something valuable, and being open to new ideas. The cool thing about being young is that you can learn things much faster, and then they stay with you for life. 4. Buy real estate. There is no denying that buying a property is one of the fastest ways to accelerate your net worth at a young age. The rental income I receive is also great, as it's consistent cash flow. In addition to this, if you own real estate, then you have a really great tangible asset which you can use as leverage. This has always allowed me to have access to the best loan rates, which I use whenever a great investment opportunity comes along. It might not be as easy nowadays to buy a property, especially in your 20s, I understand that. But a great way to get around this is to do something called house hacking. This is when you put a deposit down on a house and get a mortgage. Let's say your mortgage payment was $1,000 per month. You would then just rent out a couple of rooms and get them to pay off the mortgage for you. Alternatively, if you don't want someone else in your house, you could buy a duplex, which is one house split in two, with two separate entrances. If you don't like either of these options, then you could look into becoming an Airbnb host. The whole idea is to get other people to pay for your real estate, so you don't have to. In order to better understand and make the most of this video, make sure you watch this video here that will help you develop an entrepreneur's mindset. If you found value in this video, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe.